Hey guys, this is Affect Me. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be trying on and reviewing two more beautiful blue items from the Amazon company Sunzel. So let's get right into it. The first item we're going to be showing to you is this beautiful navy blue long sleeved jumpsuit. And let's just give you a close-up of some of the details. This jumpsuit has this beautiful collar zipper which goes all the way down, I would say down to the middle of the jumpsuit. It also has these beautiful thumb holes, which I love on a jumpsuit. Let's give you a close-up of the material. I think you could see it. There you go. The material is that beautiful, really nice, stretchy, heavy-duty ribbed material. Right here where the zipper is, right here, I'm going to show you the front, but let's show you the back. So right here where the bottom stops are to the zipper, you're going to notice these two pieces of fabric right there. And those two pieces of fabric are for reinforcement on that bottom stop. So look how nice that is. I like that. The construction of a jumpsuit really does matter. It's not like the pants or the top. Your whole entire body has to get into a jumpsuit. So there's going to be a lot of pulling. There's going to be more adjustments to this jumpsuit than just putting on a top and a bottom, because you got to get your whole body in there, and you don't want to rip a seam, and you want to get everything right. So like I said, the construction really does matter. Now let's get into some more details on this item. But before we do, let's show you the entire jumpsuit from top to bottom. There it is. Let's get into some more details. Now, this jumpsuit comes in two different inch inseams. Comes in a 25 inch or it comes in a 28 inch. This jumpsuit I have is a 25 inch inseam. At the time, they did not have it in a 28 inch. I would have preferred the 28 inch. For reference, let's just tell you, I am 5'4", 125 pounds, and I am a size 36D chest. Now, again, I would have preferred the 28 inch inseam, so the 25 is fine, but 28 inch would have been preferable. Now, as far as the size, I'm normally a size small, but they did not have a small available. They only had it in a size medium. And to be fair, I think the medium fit much better for me, because jumpsuits tend to run really kind of snug. So I like the fact that this medium fit me good, not ridiculously tight, but a comfortable snug, which I like. Let's tell you the colors that this comes in. The colors are black, khaki, hot pink, olive green, dark teal, light blue, brown. And again, this is the navy blue. And to be fair, the last time I checked the site, the navy blue I'm not even seeing anymore. So I don't know whether it's been discontinued or it's just not available. I'm unsure. But again, when you go to the site, always check the colors, the sizes, the inseams. Just make sure everything is exactly what you want. Now, as far as the sizes are, they range from an extra small all the way to an extra large. The fabric composition is 85% polyamide, 15% elastane. And as far as fabric care is concerned, the inside of the jumpsuit says to hand wash. And that's exactly what I did. And that's exactly what I believe you should do, is hand wash. And to be fair, when it comes to really all of these activewear items, I would really not dry them. Again, I'll say this, that they are activewear. They should be fast drying automatically, and just putting them into the dryer, I think, just defeats the purpose. I really don't think you need to put it into the dryer. You could just hang dry them. So again, hand wash and just hang dry. It comes out beautiful. Now, as far as the price, at the time, the price on this jumpsuit was $39.99. There are some sales being run right now, on which colors, which inseams, I'm not 100% sure. You'd have to, again, check the site. But at the time, like I said, the original price was $39.99. Okay, so we're going to now move on to the second item. And now on to the second item. And here we are, the second item. These are the crossover waist, no front seamed, flared leggings. And these are just so pretty. I love this waist. This crossover waist to me is just so nice. Not only does it feel comfortable on your waist, but it does make your waist appear even slimmer. So I really do like that look. It also does have that no front seam. In the back, it does not have any ruching, so it does not have that scrunch butt look in the back. It is smooth. As far as the flare on the bottom, it is a wider flare. So if you do like that look, then these, I would say, would be for you. Let's get into some more detail on this item. This comes in a variety of inseams. It comes in a 28-inch, a 30-inch, a 32-inch, and a 34-inch. Now, for reference, I am 5'4". I do my normal size is I take a size small. I did take a size small in these pants, and I did take a 30-inch inseam because the height range for the 30-inch was from 5'2" to 5'4". Now, as far as certain things I've noticed, on the site, it does happen to say that this was a frequently returned item due to poor fit. But looking at the reviews, I happen to notice that the returning was due to the fabric and to the length. Some people were saying with the fabric that it happened to pill, but I'm not at that point, to be fair, because I have not had these in my possession long enough to tell you whether they pill or not. I do want to talk about the fabric care because on the label it does say that you can machine wash cold, tumble dry low. I would just hand wash these and I would hang them to dry. So as far as the pilling is concerned, that could take place faster when you're going to be putting these items into the machine and even into the dryer. So maybe to ensure that that doesn't happen or that the fabric stays exactly the way you want it to more so for a longer amount of time, I would suggest hand washing them and hanging them to dry rather than putting them through a machine because it goes through that process, those cycles, and they could kind of be a little harsh on the fabric as well. And the dryer could definitely be harsh too. So I would just hand wash it and hang it to dry, and that might prolong its life. And now, as far as the length is concerned, I put these on. I did not have a problem with the length. I chose the 30-inch inseam, and the height range is from 5'2" to 5'4". I am at the end of that height range, and I still, even being at the end of that height range, I still had a tad bit of overhang at the bottom. So with a little bit of a heel on a sneaker, I think you should have no problem, unless you're going to go out and you want to wear a higher heel. That's different. But for working out, a little tiny bit of a heel, you'll be okay. There's no issue. Like I said, so I didn't have any problem with I did not have any problem with the length. Now, let's get into some more details on this item. Now, as far as the sizes range from extra small all the way up to the double X to extra, extra large. The fabric composition is 75% polyamide, 25% elastane. It is very, very stretchy. It is actually a more slinkier type of a fabric. And with the slinkier of the fabrics, I personally think that the length tends to be a little longer because it's the fabric kind of bounces. It's different. It lays differently because it's slinkier. So I just would think that, like I said, it is a tiny bit of an overhang on me. Now let's tell you the various amount of colors. This comes in so many different colors. Black, light gray, hot pink, caramel cafe, light blue. That's the light blue that I just showed you. Martini olive, seal brown, jasper green, periwinkle, classic blue, java brown, lilac, gray, cherry red, true red, coca mocha, and deep sea blue. And now let's just get into the price on these. The price on this, the original price is $28.99. They do run sales frequently, so you'd have to really, again, check the website. But at the time that I had these, that I got these from the site, they were $28.99. So another thing I wanted to tell you guys was that right along with this jumpsuit, we're going to be putting a touch of 1980s with it. And that touch being this beautiful belt that is from the 1980s. This actually, look at this belt. This is so cool. And it's got the elastic. This isn't very stretchy too much anymore. It does have the Velcro to it. Look, it does still attach itself, but I'm going to have to make some adjustments to it to show it to you because it does have some age to it. Now let me explain to you this belt. This belt was given to me from my mother-in-law. I went to her house and I happened to say, I'm going to be showing off a jumpsuit. Do you have a cinch belt? Because she was the lady who had all the cinch belts. Cinch belts were very big in the 1980s. All the women used to wear pantsuits, and they always wanted to accessorize it with a beautiful cinch belt. Those cinch belts used to have such beautiful embellishment to it to really make the jumpsuit, even a plain jumpsuit, look really nice. So she had so many of these. So she said, oh, I think I gave them all away, or I think I don't have them anymore. And so she just goes into her closet and just pulls out this belt, just a 1988 belt, no big deal. I'm just popping it right out, no big deal. And what I loved about this belt the most was that right there, it'll tell you exactly the name of the company, the collection, and it'll say, and right there it tells you the year 1988. How wonderful is that? So I was like, wow, this is perfect. I have proof to show you that this was a definite 1988 belt. And so I did a little research. We're going to be putting our glasses on. I did some research on this, and let's explain to you exactly Selena's collection, the maker of this belt. So Selena's collection, it also said that it's often labeled as Selena's collection with an E. The name of the company is with an A, Selena's. In some vintage listings, likely it says it's a minor spelling variation, was a fashion accessories brand, particularly known for bold statement making belts in the 1980s. The tagline, a new attitude in belts, which it says right there, a new attitude in belts, appears directly on the labels of many of their pieces, and it does, from around 1988 and nearby years like 1986 to 1989. It was essentially their branding slogan, emphasizing a fresh, daring, or maximalist approach to belt design during the era of big, expressive 80s fashion. These belts were typically wide, cinched style waist cinchers or statement pieces made from materials like leather, suede, snakeskin, real or faux, elastic backs for fit, embellished with jewels, beads, for example, topaz, brass, gold hardware, tassels, buckles, chains, or animal motifs like elephants, often adjustable with Velcro elastic or no-hole designs, featuring vibrant or exotic colors, patterns, black, and these colors and patterns are black and gold, purple suede, brown snakeskin, red leather, metallic bronze, and so forth. Made in places like the USA, Germany, or Italy. Now, it also says they're popular today in the vintage market on platforms like eBay, Etsy, and I have seen them, Poshmark, and specialty shops where 1980s pieces from the brand sell as boho, maximalist, glam, or retro 80s items, often priced from $20 to $80, depending on condition and style. So you have a little backstory on Selena's collection, and I think this was amazing. So we're going to be matching this up with this jumpsuit. Like I said, we're going to be going back and we're going to be going forward. So I can't wait to show you guys. Like I said, we're going to have to make a little bit of some adjustments in the back of this so it fits, because it's not quite fitting, but just it's a piece of nostalgia. It's just so amazing. Look how cool this is. So, yeah. And I love the fact, I love this. I love the fact that it's got labels. I love the fact that it has information. It has the year. To me, that means a lot. It really does. And I'll say that again, even as far as even with Sunzel, a lot of the times when you don't see the name in the back of the garment, you don't have that history. You can't go back in time and say, oh, I know that garment, I know that clothing. So to me, it's really important having your brand, your name. It's very vital to me. All right, guys, stay tuned for the try-on. I think I've given you guys a lot of information now. All right. And now for the try-on. And here we are, guys. Look how beautiful this navy blue is. I feel a little more confident, to be fair, with the darker of the colors because I just feel like with the lighter of the colors, I just feel more, I'm leaning more towards the onesie look. So I want to be more towards the jumpsuit look. So I feel, this is me, I just feel a little bit more confident in the darker of the colors. So look how beautiful, I'm going to come up close. Look how beautiful this collar is. Again, the zipper could go all the way down. You can bring it up however you'd like. It depends on the way you like, which style. Again, the thumb holes, love that look. And now with this 1980s belt, I kind of made it more like a little bit of like a slouch look there. So I like that look. I like that. I think the slouch look is really very pretty with it. And I just like the fact that it kind of gives that a little more of a division between the upper and the bottom. So I like that look. And for some reason, the slouch belt, I don't have much hips. If I had hips, the slouch belt, the slouch type of look, the belt, this is really supposed to be a cinch belt. So it could even be more through the middle, but I kind of like it a little bit more leaning towards my hips with this jumpsuit for some reason. I just think it looks a little bit better for me. And like I said, if I had a little more hips, that would even be better because then it would really lay nicely. But I like it. It's the cinch belt. Could have put it probably middle. Probably could have done middle. But yeah, I like it. I think the slouch is a little bit nicer for me, to be fair. I like it a lot. It's kind of giving me a little bit more like a James Bond girl look. Well, let's show you the back, and don't laugh at the back. The back, my husband had to put clips to keep it in place. So here we have the back because it doesn't fit well. But yeah, I like that. I just kind of like this look. I think it looks really pretty. And of course, we have these boots that we always wear just to show you, to dress it up a little bit. Look how pretty. Really nice. Okay, guys, well, there you have it. And now stay tuned for the next item. And now on to number 2. And look how beautiful. I teamed these pants up with a top that I have, even though they're two different colors. I never had the light blue from Sunzel, and it's absolutely a beautiful color. I love this color so much. Now, again, I'm going to show the V waist, the crossover waist. I love these waists. They're not restricting. They don't hurt your stomach. They're very comfortable, and they give you a nice look. They give you a pretty shape. I love that so much. Again, of course, I love the no front seam. And the back is just so pretty. The back is just gorgeous. Look how pretty that back is, that high waist. And it just fits so nice. I love this color. This color is gorgeous. All right, now we're going to show you, I took this in the 30-inch inseam. So let's see, I'm going to show you where it comes up to on me. This is my foot, and it's just got a tiny bit of an overhang. Tiny little bit. Not bad. So let's back it up to show you the flare. So pretty. Really nice. I think these pants are gorgeous. Now, as far as the fabric is concerned, I'm very satisfied with the fabric. And as far as, again, fabric care, I don't know if some of these other customers had machine washed these. I would not machine wash these. I would just hand wash them. I think that maybe if you hand wash them, I think that, like I said, I think that you might extend the fabric. So I would just do that, no drying, and let's see how that works. Because this is a really good item. I really like it a lot. I think it's very, very pretty. So, all right, guys. Thank you for staying all the way to the end of the try-on. If you want to find out more information on either one of these two products, all you need to do is click the link in my bio. That's going to take you directly into my link tree. On the left-hand side are the links, and those links are going to tell you what platforms I am on, what applications I am on. I also have a Cash App and a PayPal, so any support is always greatly appreciated. I also do have an Amazon wish list, so if you see something there that you would like for me to try on and review, you can do so by purchasing it for me. And to the right hand side are the collections and not collections. You're going to see a fairly big Sunzel collection, and you're also going to see Amazon products that I also use daily in a collection. You're going to see individual products that are also by Amazon. They are not in a collection, and you're also going to see items that are not Amazon. They're from other companies, and they are not in a collection also. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share. And also try to ring that little notification bell if you can. That'll keep you informed as to when I post next. All right, guys, take care. Bye. And if you can, please make sure to check out all the way at the very top of my link tree. There is a fundraiser to the Animal Haven. They are a nonprofit, no-kill rescue organization, saving many animals, saving many dogs and cats. So if you'd like to donate, anything is always greatly appreciated. Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Slip on the softness, light as air. Sunset leggings will take you there. Every stretch, it hugs just right. Feels like sunrise in the light. Move with comfort, smooth and free. Second skin for victory. Every color, every tone makes your body feel like home. Rising sunset, let the glow begin from your workout. For you will live the moment and chase the rush and the morning. You're the sunrise in sunset. Feel that fire built from motion. Feel for desire every cell. With every life moves with power. It feels divine. Sports bra steady, seamless flow. Confidence in every roll. From yoga mats to morning miles. Sunset moves with endless style. Feel the rhythm, breath and skin. Active wear that lives within. Grace and grit in every seam. You're the glow inside the dream. Rising sunset, let the glow begin from your workout. For you will live the moment and chase the rush and the morning. You're the sunrise in the sunset. Feel that fire built from ocean. Feel for dear Your strength and sunsail move as one. Leggings and tops, they hold, they breathe. So your spirit never leaves. Rising sunsail. Rising sunsail, stand your ground. In every step your light will be found.